Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Age of Sail. Last battle we captured a couple ships, have our warship fleet up to 4 ships, and we're going to need every one of them today. Only upgrades really here with the Daring. We upgraded our main guns from 6-pounder Armstrong guns to 9-pounder EIC pattern guns. It's a shorter barreled gun, lower range but higher damage, and then added some lightweight gun carriages to try to keep this ship fast. So let's get on to taking on this naval blockade. So in this battle, we're just enforcing a naval blockade, trying to disrupt Loyalist shipping. So sink or seize a few Loyalist vessels, and the rest will get the message. Hopefully we can capture a couple and use that to fund our navy. These men are loyal to Britain, but they are still American. It is difficult to board a countryman's vessel. We have been chasing these Loyalist ships for 2 hours, and we now have them in cannon range. We must do our duty. Let us capture these merchant vessels and prove to the Loyalists they cannot outrun us. Alright, so first, let's pause, take a look at what we've got. So the Fame looks like lightly armed Diamantia, either an unarmed merchant, yep, looks like an unarmed merchant or very lightly armed. Wind is really in our favor with how these ships are looking. So let's get this moving slowly. I will kill the formation here. I think it's better to control them individually, especially when you only have 4 ships. It's not enough where we really need to use that formation to manage our vessels. Alright, so we're in range of Daring now. We did throw those 9-pounder East India Company guns on it, and those are shorter range, so we're not going to get our full firepower on it at this range. But we can start putting some fire on it. And wow, look how much faster Vengeance is than Virginia. So I think I might send Virginia and Andrew Doria up to kind of try to split the line. Maybe we can capture this other merchant vessel quickly. I don't remember these missions. It's been so long since I played through this campaign. But I know that typically when you get one that looks too easy like this, it means that there are reinforcements on the way. Alright, so I'm going to start aiming for the sails. I'm going to slow down and match speed with Daring. Accidentally hit boarding there. That is not what I want. And let's see what we can do with the Vengeance and Andrew Doria and get them up closer to this merchant. I'm trying to take out the sails in Fame. That's what I want. I want to capture it. But we'll see if I can actually hit the mast. That's very hard to do with a cannon on a moving ship shooting at another moving ship. I wonder if I should just go for the deck and try to take it out. Kill some morale, take out some sailors. Maybe that's the way to go on this one. I wonder why Virginia is so slow. I want a faster ship. Alright, so Fame looks like they're trying to turn against me here. I don't know. I do like the effect, seeing these cannonballs come in. We're doing damage to Fame. I mean, we're clearly going to win this engagement against them. Alright, so I'm going to break Vengeance off and have them get ready to board. Start hitting Diamantia with Grape Shot. And then Andrew Doria, I'm going to send... You know what? Let's switch that. Let's have Vengeance use Round Shot, keep going after Fame. And Andrew Doria, I will task on this merchant. Yep, here they come. What do we have here? Okay, so that's... I don't know if that's a frigate, 4th rate maybe. Whatever it is much bigger than what we have. So what we've got to do is win this battle quick and then get out of here before that other ship catches up to us. All right, let's close the distance here while this ship is wavering. Maybe we can get that boarded quickly. And I'm hoping if I keep hitting this with grape shot while their morale's already a little wobbly here, that they will surrender quickly. Because that's what I want. But let's board this one. Now this should be a quick action here. I wouldn't think it'll take too long to capture this ship, just given the numbers advantage we have. Now we're taking some hits on daring. I haven't maneuvered this as tightly as I really should. I haven't been too careful with it. Now with grape shot at this distance, if we are still shooting, it should really clear the decks. Alright, this ship surrendered. Let's capture that and get out quickly. Not sure why I can't just move guys over. Oh, it's because they hadn't actually boarded yet. There we go. Alright, let's cut the ropes and move out of here. Let's go before this other ship catches us. Now, with how many guys Fame has lost, they should surrender soon. You would think. We're closing the distance. We got lines across. And this is how what I had feared, is that our newly captured merchant ship is too slow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to retask Vengeance to maybe harass and take pot shots at this larger ship. And with that, maybe that can slow them down enough our other ships can escape. I'm just thinking Vengeance because it's our fastest ship. Andrew Doria is also fast, but it is light on manpower. Then let's speed this up while we've got the time. Let's see. We have, yes, quite the force coming in. I'm happy with capturing 2 ships. And if we end up losing one, we lose one. It's not the end of the world. I wish I could see how fast this enemy ship is. This is going to take some very careful maneuvering to not get just lit up by this ship. Because it definitely outguns Vengeance. I'm trying to just put some damage on the sails and hold this up enough that my ships will be able to escape. Or maybe distract it. Let's look at, yeah, the wind gauge here for Diamantia doesn't really help us much. I was hoping that some ships are faster when they're sailing across the wind, not entirely against it, but slightly across it. And I was hoping that that was something like that, where I'm missing out on some extra speed that way. But that is not the case. And as long as I'm downwind of Adney, I'm going to have much better range. Because the sails are the wind on the sails is depressing their gunnery angle. So they're going to have much lower range than I am. Let's see here. I just want to get that other ship out. They can chase me and I can distract them. That's great. That's all I need. We did get a few ships out. Virginia's our next slowest ship. And they're getting close. I like to have fast ships in this game. That's why I usually will spend my extra money on the lightweight gun carriage upgrades, so that my ships can be much more maneuverable. Okay, that's my first real blunder with Vengeance here. Did not want to take a broadside from this ship, because they have much more powerful guns than I do. Let's see, how far am I? You know, we almost made it. We're almost there. And I think Vengeance is going to be able to get out. None of these ships are renamed, so if you're watching this, you have an idea for a ship name, drop it in the comments. I love ones with historical themes, but really appreciate any suggestions you have. And last time I asked this, that ship immediately exploded in the next mission, so hopefully we'll have some better luck with that this time. And it looks like our second prize here is going to escape. Should be just another minute. And yeah, 15 seconds, we're off the map. We did it. No major losses, and we escaped with 2 brand new ships. 10,000 supply for that too, so that's great on top of 2 new ships. So our ships didn't get beat up too bad. Daring only needed 68 repair. Vengeance 136. Now, Fame is a 7th rate brig. Let's send that to the Admiralty. I'm not going to spend the money on it. I kind of need this merchant ship, so let's spend the money on it. Earlston needs troops, so let's get this up. This is our Fusilier unit. Yeah, crew's fine. I guess put Tireless on there for stamina. These are prisoners, right? Yeah, so we have some prisoners. And then this ship, let's get it up just past the minimum. Whatever we have in the armory. I'm just looking at, it's cheap. These are just sailors. We don't really want them in land combat. For our officers here, don't have subordinates, so we don't need intelligence really. Melee and boarding. Perception is really firearms and gunnery, and then willpower, endurance. So these last 3 are the important ones for infantry officers. Don't really have any great options here. Let's do Hosea Mac. And what do we have in the armory we can give these guys? Musket and sword bayonet sounds good to me. I think 200 units or 200 men's a good unit size. And then Miles Mac, let's see. Oh, I forgot to hire a captain. We don't need anyone good. Hopefully. If we need a good captain on our merchant ships, we've done something very wrong. And firearms for these guys. I like the infantry carbines. They're fast. They have good efficiency, but they're expensive. And we are still really tight on cash. I don't want to go with the sea service muskets. These Charlevilles are a pretty good weapon here, and we have 357 of them for free. So let's just make this one giant unit. Let's pick a good officer. And I think this is what we're going to roll with, because our funding is going to be tight, just given how many soldiers we have here. Do we want to build up this unit at all? Let's just get up to 160. And let's... Oh, we have some career points as well. I should always spend those first, because you can take advantage of the bonuses when you're repairing your fleet. Yeah, let's take prices. We'll need it. And then the burning of Norfolk. So the British fleet's preparing to attack it. We've landed our troops. So we're going to be defending the city here. And I wanted to make sure I got that extra merchant ship so we could have more Marines. We've got 2 units of Marines. I don't like using my crews as soldiers, just because when they take losses, then you're taking losses to experienced crew, rather than just using infantry. So then that hurts you in that battle where they're dead, and the next sea battle when your crews aren't as experienced. Captain, the situation in Norfolk is critical. Firefights and demonstrations between patriots and loyalists have started fires inside the town. Patriot militia is foolishly parading down the streets of Norfolk while a British fleet is forming a line of battle along Norfolk's waterfront. You must stop this madness and repel the imminent British attack. You have assumed command of all continental forces present. Norfolk is easily in range of the British fleet. Defending would be futile. Besides, the naval bombardment would destroy the town you are ordered to save. There is also a British camp at this position. Our reports say no more than 3 or 4 small marine detachments are stationed there along with a few guns. We have reinforcements marching in from Hog Island, but they need time to arrive. When the British advance, loyalist forces will rally and begin to form. We must stop that ridiculous parade, form a defensive perimeter, and hold until our reinforcements arrive. Okay. So we just have to form up here. Let's get these guys moving as quick as we can. We've got them running. Let's see. Yeah, if we try to hold in the town, we'll just get shredded by British naval guns. So let's get behind these barriers here. When these units are in cover, they take a little less damage, though over time the cover gets worn down. It's tough to see exactly where we're going to be taking fire from, but we'll just get these guys dug in for now. And hopefully get them a little rested. Because I did have them sprint. Now hopefully being in cover helps us hold off against these guys. Doesn't look like it's helping us on numbers so far. No, this unit should be entering range soon. Oh, we got another unit coming in. I could really use those reinforcements right now. Alright, so this first militia unit bailed. We really need our reinforcements coming in. Our objectives are just holding the mansion. No, these loyalists should run pretty soon. They're taking a lot of casualties. Maybe we can get these guys formed up, ready to go again. We see reinforcements marching in anywhere? Nope. All right. We're gonna have to hold up out a little longer. So I see Fusiliers unloading over here. There we are. Here's our big unit of Fusiliers that we just recruited. Let's get them up as fast as we can. And then I'm going to hold my ship crews in reserve. Plug gaps in lines. What else we got? Militia. All right. Straight to the front. You're not my troops. It's a little cynical, but I feel bad because historically it wouldn't be nice to just throw militia up at the front because they're not as valuable, but they're not my troops, and it doesn't hurt me when they're not alive for the next battle. We have 2 guns. Yeah, 2 batteries, I guess. I will take that. All right. So now we have some real regular units coming in. And this unit's armed with some decent muskets. They're trained line infantry rather than just the militia that we've been using before. Hopefully they're able to lay down some fire and stabilize this front for us. So now we've got a lot of troops coming in. It's a little tougher to keep track of what we've got. These militia are exhausted. All right, I see Marines landing here. All right, and there is our artillery. Let's make sure we're getting guys up and into the battle, so we're laying down the maximum amount of fire. I want to get these militia holding these points in cover. And which Fusiliers are these? These are Fusiliers with the carbines. They're, well, actually not doing great. I wonder if it's just the position they're in. The good news is that being here, we have a supply depot, so that our units should stay in supply during this battle. And I'm just going to rotate guys out when I can. I want to keep their condition higher if I have the chance to. Because units that are too tired to fire are no good to me. One thing I think is kind of curious is that these guys will not fire until every guy is in position. That's a little frustrating, because we had, 172 guys there just waiting to fire until that very last one comes in. And I don't know if there's a bug here, but these guys also aren't firing. All right, some loyalists have shattered. They're retreating. We've got an hour 18 left. So this militia unit's out of ammo. I'll pull them back, get them to the middle, closer to that ammo depot. Because I want them refilling. Artillery looks good on supply right now. And I know I saw at least 3 units of regular Fusiliers and at least 2 units of Marines. so they're going to be coming at some point. Good news is our guys have a little chance to rest, recover some condition. They can resupply a little. These artillery are doing some work. 17 and 18 kills between them. And they're keeping these loyalists off balance. So at least they're not coming to fight us right now. And I have 4 units of sailors that I can deploy, but I'm going to try to hold them off until I absolutely need them. There we are. There are the Fusiliers. So let's form a line, get ready for these guys. There we go. We got artillery firing into them. So they're going to be weaker and shaken up.
Double quick.
There we go. They're running. I'll take it. It's weird, but I'll take it. Give more opportunity for my artillery to hit them. And they are putting some hurt on them. They're already down, what, 10, 15 guys? The longer we keep them delayed and just let the artillery keep hammering them, the better. And I will form up some sailors here as kind of a back line, just in case. And is this militia unit firing? No, let's get them up. We get them closer. Units are much more effective when they're closer. This is a pretty sizable attack we're facing over here. I'm gonna pull another militia unit over. Actually, I'll pull 2 of these little ones over. Just to get some more support on the wing. The artillery are definitely helping keep these guys off balance, on top of just inflicting some casualties. I don't think these sailors will do much, but they can probably, you know, tilt the balance just enough. And then, let's get these Fusiliers in here. These militia are in a bad spot, getting hit from 2 sides. There we go, we're routing some of the units now. I wish I had a supply cart so that I could get some supply back to my artillery without moving them. They are starting to get low. Where's my other artillery? I had 2. Alright, let's get you up here. There, we got some loyalists who shattered. And those Fusiliers are taking a lot of casualties now. And despite our militia being in no man's land here, it's kind of turned out that none of the enemies are shooting at them. So they're doing very well, only taking 5 deaths so far. These Fusiliers are really in the middle of it, taking a lot of hits, but also dealing out some damage. Alright, so they're sending some guys around our flank. But luckily I've got a unit of Fusiliers ready close by who can stave off these loyalists. And then I'll loop them around to hit these Marines from the side as well. I think we'll be fine. Middle looks good. I was a little worried about that flank, but between the artillery and the extra militia I brought over to help the flank, we're doing well. Has no one hit anyone yet? Alright, so those guys shattered. Let's flank some Marines. Yeah, this unit of Fusiliers is coming back, but we've got more than enough to deal with them. Hit them with like 3 units at once. I wonder if it's these carbines they have. What's the deal here? Is it range? What is it? They're just not getting any kills. I know the reloading is faster. Are they just that much less accurate? They're getting kills at a very slow rate compared to some regular muskets. Which I guess, you know, carbines being shorter, they're meant to be lighter, faster, and a little less accurate, but this seems like it's not worth the trade-off. I haven't watched it too closely in the past, so maybe this is something I needed to pay attention to more. And, you know, they're just not worth it. Alright, so these Fusiliers did get really close, and we lost a militia unit. But with our Fusiliers over here, we've got some sailors, another militia unit. We'll be okay. Who else is free that I can call in? Nobody really right now. If I need to, I'll bring in another unit of Fusiliers. I'll rotate these militia back because their condition's down to 50%. Okay, and some Fusiliers ended up over here. I'm gonna send 2 units of sailors to go after them. Just because I don't want them bothering my artillery. And let's rotate these Fusiliers through. Put a militia on the line. I wonder if there's a way to make it like fire at effective range or something for these Fusiliers with the shorter range weapons. Because at their max range, they're not effective. I'm having them hold fire. Maybe if we can close the distance a little bit. Now we're inside the max range. But I'm still not seeing a lot of effectiveness. So maybe we'll call that the carbines just aren't that effective. So I'll rotate my artillery. Get this front gun back a little bit and bring up my back gun that needs more ammunition. We're down to 28 minutes, so unless they pull a huge force out of somewhere, we'll be okay. This militia unit is getting tired. I could pull them off the line and bring up some Fusiliers to cover. And hopefully that'll bring a little more effectiveness to the line. I at least have these Fusiliers in good cover, so that should help them take fewer losses. And these Fusiliers, oh, they don't have a bayonet or a sword with bayonet even. So they'll unfortunately be less effective in melee when it looks like that comes to that in the very near future. Do you have bayonets? Yes. Alright, I'm going to charge these militia in. And these militia are out of ammo. Who can I rotate? I'll send these militia over to take their spot in the line. And stop trying to rotate my guys through. I don't have a lot of reserves here. I'll let these militia recover, just because their condition's so low, and then I'll send them back to the front. Oh, and we're out of supply. Wow. Didn't see that coming. We completely used up that supply node. So it might be useful to get a supply truck in the near future. Cart, whatever it is. Because if we end up having more protracted battles like this, our guys can really burn through some ammo. Just watching my units, seeing who looks like the most effective. I don't know if I can comment on the effectiveness of the guns between those units because of how differently they've been employed. But I'm not certain how much of a difference the guns make. It might be worth it to get another unit rather than spend your money on upgraded guns. We learned that infantry carbines definitely aren't worth it. They reload fast, but they don't really hit much. Look at that, 2 volleys, 1 kill. And they're in cover, but still. I'd expect many more kills than that per volley. Alright, who is back here? Some Fusiliers just snuck around the back. And yeah, we're down to 9 minutes. I think we'll be okay. I don't see any gaps in the line. I think most of their units are too depleted to be a major issue. And maybe, I haven't thought about this before, but maybe with these land battles, it'll be good experience for our naval officers and level up some of their abilities. I don't know how advancement works in this game. I haven't looked into that too much. If having your officers go through more battles will increase their abilities. I mean, it makes sense because they can get promoted. I just haven't looked at how that promotion affects ability. So down to 4 minutes. And at this point, I just don't want to take casualties. I don't want my men to take more casualties than we have to. If there's anything we have to do, I will send militia at them. Like this. I'll put these militia out front so they get attacked rather than my Fusiliers. There we go, there's some artillery. Haven't seen artillery in a while. Those cannons really came through for us. Almost 100 kills for this unit. And I think that's it. That's no time left. They're all retreating. There we go, let's finish it out. So we captured a good number of sea service muskets. Not too useful. Anything units? Saw a lot of damage there to the enemy. Okay. And I think that one was a good amount of money for us for winning. Let's see how that looks. I thought it said 35,000. I hope so. Definitely was not. 11,000. Okay, I'll still take it. And then let's see. I'm trying to remember what all these are. Officer training speed, hiring cost, upgrade cost. I do upgrade my ships a lot, so I'll spend it there. All right. Everything looks pretty upgraded. Any crew upgrades here? I do like to use gunnery. I think that's... I don't like saying that anything's just flat out better than others. But reload speed and accuracy on my ships, that one might just be better. I'm looking at what's cheap, or I guess not even cheap, but available. I'll just take the Sea Service 38, so I don't have to spend money on guns for my ship crew. Naval Patrol. We have a lot of missions here that are available. And I want to maximize my success. I want to use as many as few ships as I can. What if I send, or 81? I guess I'll take 81. Let's see how these go. It's always... All right, we got the USS Hancock, a frigate. All right. Naval Patrol. We did it. Medium damage to 2 ships with a decent amount of casualties. And we did it. A success. Light damage to 1 ship. 143, 172, 23. But what hurts more is the crew losses. Like Vengeance. I'm going to have to use guys out of reserve and spend more money on that because I don't want to lose our abilities. All right, so we're in a nice spot. Got a 5th-rate frigate for the first time, some 6 and 9-pounder guns. And I'm excited to break that out in the next mission. We have some big ones coming on. I remember Nassau being a very tough mission. Yarmouth. This one I remember also being hard because we're facing a man of war. And we're not equipped to face off against a man of war. We might have to use a fire ship or something. All right, so I'm going to leave that there. Thanks again for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the game, and have a good one.